Hello friends, this is Ruchi Jain from Shivaji Rao Kadam Institute of Technology and Management. Friends, in the series of business law video lectures, today our topic of discussion is Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. This is also the interesting part of business law and we will discuss this. In this topic, in this law, we are discussing following topics. The first is definition, then features of the instrument, some promissory note, bill of exchange and check, then holder in due course, why we cross check, it means crossing of check, then types of crossing, and last dishonor and discharge of negotiable instrument. Now, we will start with our introduction part regarding the topic negotiable instrument. According to section 13 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, a negotiable instrument means promissory note, bill of exchange or check payable either to order or to bearer. Friends, in the above definition does not indicate the characteristics of a negotiable instrument, but it only states that there are three instruments: check, bill of exchange and promissory note are the negotiable instruments, and other instruments like bank drafts, hundis are not included in these negotiable instrument. Now friends, the word negotiable instrument can be divided into two parts: negotiable plus instruments. The word negotiable means transferable from one person to another, and instrument means written document. I again repeated, negotiable means transferable from one person to another person, and instrument means written document. Thus, it means what? A negotiable instrument can also be said to be a written document under which a particular person agrees to pay direct another person to pay a particular sum of money to the person to whom the instrument is given. This is called negotiable instrument. Now friends, we are talking about some essential features of negotiable instrument. So, following are the some features of negotiable instrument. The first one is freely transferable. It means that negotiable instruments are freely transferable from one person to another person. The ownership of the instrument is also transferred by delivery in case of bearer instrument and by endorsement and delivery in case of other instruments. Transferability is essential feature of the negotiable instrument so that it is freely transferable. Now next is prompt payment. In case of negotiable instrument, the payment is prompt. As for example, if I pay Mr. X to 10,000 rupees, so by check I promptly pay to Mr. X. So by this negotiable instrument, the payment is prompt and within time. Next is right to sue. This is another interesting part of negotiable instrument. The holder in due course is entitled to sue on the instrument in his own name. He can recover the amount of instrument from the party liable to pay. For example, if I pay Mr. X to 10,000 rupees by check, and Mr. X will cheat it in the check and make it as 20,000, or he may do any kind of cheating with me, then I have the right to sue Mr. X. Next is presumptions. Every negotiable instrument is subject to certain presumptions that the instrument has been drawn, accepted, endorsed and transferred These all are different things. First one is drawn, when we draw the check. Then second is accepted, when the person is accepted. And so next is endorse. Endorse means he may encash that instrument. And next is transferred from one person to another person. So before maturity for consideration and duly stamped. So there are some presumptions. In next topic we will discuss that presumptions. Then next is negotiability. Negotiability means as introduction part we were see that negotiable means freely transferable from one person to another person. So this is the essential feature of the negotiable instrument, that it may be freely transferable from one person to another person. So that business houses are using this kind of payment system. Now we are talking about the presumptions, our fourth point of essential features. So there are some presumptions in the negotiable instrument. As following are the legal presumptions. First one is for consideration. Every negotiable instrument was drawn, accepted, made, endorsed and transferred for consideration. There should be some consideration, and for that consideration every negotiable instrument should be transferred. Next is date. The date is bearer is the date on which it was made. In every negotiable instrument the date should be mentioned, and that date should be bearer to that instrument. Next is acceptance. It was accepted before maturity and within a reasonable time after being made. Every negotiable instrument has the time period, and it should be made within time period, and it should be mature within time period. Next is order of endorsement. Endorsement were made in the same order in which they appear. It means that every negotiable instrument should be endorsed in the order, or endorsed were made in the same order in which they appear. Next is signature of and stamp. The lost instrument was duly signed and stamped. Every negotiable instrument should be prepared by proper signature and stamping by the parties who prepared this document. Next is holder in due course, or we can say time of transfer. Every negotiable instrument have its maturity period, its date of preparation, maturity period, both are mentioned in the negotiable instrument. So it has some time of transfer. Within time period it should be transferred from one person to another person. Friends, that's all about for this lecture. Presumptions of a negotiable instrument is completed. Now in next lecture we are talking about the three important negotiable instruments: promissory note, bill of exchange and check. Thank you very much.